Hello YouTube, guess what just came in the mail yesterday? I wanted to do this video yesterday, but I wanted to have some time to get everything prepared and ready because I don't want to do just a simple unboxing. I know a couple people already posted their video. Mad Little Pixel uploaded his unboxing and teardown, but it is the SNES controller for Nintendo Switch Online controller. This was kind of a difficult thing to get a hold of. Initially, when Nintendo did their Nintendo Direct, they unveiled the SNES library was coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Previously, Nintendo had released the NES controllers for the the online service, and these were not very difficult to get. When they announced it, it was available to subscribers for their service. So I picked these up. These came in a pair. These initially slide into the Switch via the rails, just like the Joy-Cons, and those didn't look too great, so they went with a different design this time for the SNES controllers. So these are the two together. Now, the issue with this one is that when they initially started talking about the SNES library and they did announce that they would come out with this controller, it wasn't available the same day that the SNES games came out online. So we really had no idea when the controllers were going to drop. I had the page on, the Nintendo special offers page on my web browser on my phone. Every single day I would refresh that page about 6, 7, 8, 10 times a day, seeing when they were going to come up. And one day, sure enough, I refreshed that page and it was available to buy. Now, it took me almost 45 minutes to purchase it because it was going extremely slow, and that's because everybody was flooding the website trying to pick these up. And luckily, I picked up 2 controllers. I only have one here because the other one's exactly the same. And then about 6-7 hours later, they were completely sold out. I have no idea when they're ever going to re-release those out for the public, but let's just do an unboxing of this. And I want to do more than an unboxing. I have some 8bitdo controllers here and I want to compare it to, because if you've seen one unboxing video, you've seen them all. So the controller comes just like the other one. This one only comes in a 1-pack. On the back of the box, you have a USB Type-C charge cable. It's an official Nintendo branded cable. It looks exactly like the power brick, except there's no power brick. It's a USB. So you have one Nintendo official branded USB-C cable, the controller with the plastic, and there's nothing else in the box. There's no instructions. The instructions are on the back of the box. Similar to the NES online controllers, the instructions are in the back of the box. Well, you can see these slide onto the Switch via the rails, and these do not. These are just USB controllers. So taking it out of here, it's just a controller now. It feels a little bit heavier than your standard Nintendo Classic controllers. It looks exactly the same, except it's a little heavier because there is a rechargeable battery. You have the ZL and ZRs on the top, and you have your sync button on the bottom. Looks almost identical to the 8bitdos. We're going to compare them in a second. This is the North American version release of the Super Nintendo, so you have the concave buttons on the top, and they're the purple color scheme. Looks like they're using tri-wing screws for the controller. What I want to do is, because I'm from North America and I got the purple ones, I have Japanese Super Famicom controllers. I'll probably do that in another video if it works. If it doesn't, I won't upload it. But I want to do a button swap and see if I can get the rainbow buttons on the other controller that I bought for this. So other than that, it's just the Super Nintendo controller. I don't need to pair it to the Switch because it's just a controller. Now, here I have the SN30 Pro controller from 8bitdo, the Game Boy edition. This one is modeled after the Game Boy. Obviously, it has the purple buttons, and the D-pad has the little lines. This one also has analog sticks, and it also has a home and share button. The the Super Nintendo controller does not have a home and share button. Just like the other Nintendo Online controllers, it doesn't have a share button. If you have your Joy-Cons hooked up to the system, you're just gonna have to use that for home and share. So that's already one reason why this is cooler than the official Super Nintendo ones. The SN30, let's look at the bottom for the. So this one has the pair button on top, and this one has the pair button on the bottom. Now right away you notice this is going to be a little bit thicker controller because the trigger buttons are behind the shoulder buttons. the ZL-ZR trigger, or the secondary shoulder buttons, if you want to call them that. It's more comfortable in the hand. It also obviously has analog sticks, and these just have the top buttons, but this is mostly just for rewind and game selection. This is probably very much compatible with Super Mario Maker 2. If you want to give it a shot, you can try that, or you can try some other games, 2D platformers that don't use more than the standard buttons. This is a full Switch controller. The only thing it's missing is the analogs, and it's missing the home and share button, so you don't really need that for 2D games. You could probably play Bloodstained Curse of the Moon with this, and like I said, Super Mario Maker, and of course there's Nintendo Switch Online and Super Nintendo Switch Online. This is just a better controller. Just gonna be honest, this is a better controller. It has the analog sticks, it has the home and share button, and because the ZL and ZR in the back, it's more comfortable to hold, rest your fingers on, so it is a better controller. The issue with this was that the D-pad was a little bit slippery. If you played Super Mario Maker with this controller, sometimes you would want to duck and you'd move forward, or sometimes you'd move forward and you would duck because it was a little bit slippery. But not only do I have this controller here, I also have the SN30 Pro Plus. Now, this came out recently. Here it is next to the Super Nintendo controller. Okay, and this is my favorite controller for the Switch of all time. The D-pad is different from the SN30. This is the Game Boy edition, so it's modeled after the Game Boy. It has the little lines. This one is more of a traditional NES D-pad, but it's matte. This has a nice weight to it because it has the rumble motors and the rechargeable battery. This one has actually a removable rechargeable battery. You can actually take the battery out. It's a little bit hard to get off because it's a little shiny and slippery, but I'm not gonna take it off. You can put AA batteries in there, or you can just charge or replace it with an official 8bitdo, but I like the matte black one. It's very, very sexy. Very nice controller. Yeah, they have this in a couple colors. They also have the Game Boy one, but since I already have this in Game Boy style, there's no reason to get another one in Game Boy style. And I got the official Super Nintendo controller, so I didn't want to get the purple scheme. That one also has the concave buttons on the top. I just think this is a sexier controller. So yeah, this is the best Switch controller of all time, I think. That's my favorite. So yeah, this is a look at the Super Nintendo controller next to the 8bitdo SN30. Again, this is a better controller, but this is an official Super Nintendo collectible. I mean, I got this for collection purposes. The same reason that I bought the NES Online controllers, that I don't really use that much. I don't ever use them. I only use them for the first time I bought it, and then I never use them again. But they're official controllers, and you can only get it online through Nintendo's special offers. So why not grab a pair of cool controllers? If you're not a collector, these are not really for you. I don't recommend these if you're not a collector. If you want a more authentic feel, then these are great. Again, I'd rather have you go and get these for comfortability. They're more comfortable. They have analog sticks. They're more practical controllers. This is more novelty, but yeah, man, I love this controller. The SNES online controllers are beautiful. I bought River City Girls for the Switch Collector's Edition. That should be shipping the first week of October. Once that comes in, I'll probably use these controllers on that. But again, that's just a video comparing some of the 8bitdo controllers to the SNES online controllers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Again, if I do the button swap, I will upload that video for you, so check that out. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy.